I'm Soy Canela from Kids First and Soy at the Movies, and today I'm super excited. I'm here with Martin Fajardo,
Hello.
a young actor that inspires me so much, and he's done so many amazing projects. We're at Kim Houston's Hollywood Studios where we both started acting. So how are you?
Good, I'm excited to be here. Kim is like one of the first people that has like helped me develop my career in general.
Oh yeah, so what got you into acting?
I think it was like natural. Like I don't know, like one day my parents I got invited to a comedy show and I loved it, and then out of nowhere I'm like, I want to do this forever. And they said yeah, and I'm here now, I guess.
And how was it booking your first role? How was that feeling?
It's crazy because then you like, first you're like, what is this? Like, what am I gonna do? And then you learn what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna learn who you're gonna work with, and then you get there, and then you see the big cameras, the people in the crew. It's like a bunch of people, and it's just crazy. Like, you see videos of it, and then you living it is like a whole different experience.
Yeah, and you worked in the super haunted Loud House. You played Xander, and you've done a lot of comedy. So how was it being on that set in New Mexico and like flying?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool because it was like one of my first times working with kids or like people my age. So it was different, but it was very fun because like it was like very high energy. I'm used to like a more like serious type of group, you know, and here it was just like super fun and super exciting to be there every day.
Yeah, and what do you think is the hardest part of being an actor? Because a lot of people glamorize it, but they don't realize how many castings and how much training goes into it.
Training, that's a big part. Training is a big part, and also the amount of times you get rejected. I think that's like a big part that people don't see. You get more no's than yes in acting, I feel like. So it's just getting used to it and accepting it and always taking it for the better. So like you become better from the no's than the yes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah.
And when you worked in Griselda, that was different because you've been doing a lot of comedy. So how was it? Well, I guess you said you liked more serious things, so did you feel more comfortable?
I like both because they're both like two different experiences and you learn from both different. But I really liked working with adults because I feel like I learn a lot from adults because they have more experience, most of them. So I think that was very fun, and you know, I like working with adults because they're like teachers to me, and I'm like the little student, and I'm learning from them all the time.
And how was working with Sophia V? That's like insane.
Yeah, it was super fun. She's like super fun, super happy, super exciting all the time, but she's also like very professional. And when it was time to film, when the cameras were on, like she was ready. She was in her zone. You know what I mean? So that's something I really took away from her, and that she's very authentic. She's very herself, and she taught me that you don't always have to be perfect, and you don't always have to like have your hair this way. Like, you are the way you are, and just accept it. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure it was different for her too, because she comes from comedy. I think this is her first like dramatic role.
Yeah.
So
she was nervous. She told us like a few times. She was like, I don't know how the people are gonna accept me in this drama world, but I mean, she did great.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you love most about being an actor? I mean, we're talking about so many different things, but what is that one thing that drives you to keep doing it?
Playing with your imagination. You get it like in a different space. Like you have to, like, for example, you have this kid who has so many problems in school, so you have to I'm homeschooled, so I don't know what a kid with problems in school is like, for example. So you have to like work with the imagination. What would this kid be feeling? What can he be dealing with? So like working with this imagination and putting yourself in other people's shoes is something that I really like, and it's difficult, but it's entertaining to do.
So do you have like a vision that you want for yourself as an actor in the future, or like a certain type of project?
Yeah. I want to be Spider-Man when I grow up. Like that's my biggest thing. Like I think that would be the coolest thing, working in green screens, stunts. I think that's super cool.
Yeah. So you want to move, like, do you like comedy and dramas, or do you want to do like superheroes?
I do. I don't like superheroes that much, but there's something about Spider-Man that I think is so cool, and I think it's also a mix, because I think Spider-Man is like one of the most comedic superheroes out there, but he also has some dramatic scenes.
Oh.
And he also has action scenes. So it's like, it's the mix of all.
Best of both worlds. Yeah. So what do you do outside of acting, like hobbies and?
Yeah, I play soccer. Soccer has like been like the love of my life, like my whole life. Acting is right here, soccer is right here, always. I play midfield. I play competitively now. I have a game tonight.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So.
Good luck.
Thank you. So I don't know. I love playing soccer. I love being outdoors. I hate being indoors. Like
Well, it would be cool if you could do like a role, like a soccer player or something.
I've thought about that. I've thought about like the life of Messi or something like that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like Latinos are getting more representation now than before. So, do you want to do more roles like Latin?
Yes. Yes, I feel like we have so much power. I think I think I don't know, some people say Latinos this, some Latinos that, but I think we have to like glorify that we're Latinos, you know? We have advantages in a lot, and I think we are all very, very powerful in, not even in acting. And acting, yes, but in music, in anything, in sports, literally in anything. We have so much talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially here in Miami, I feel like Latinos are super strongly represented here, but in Hollywood, I feel like now it's been a little bit more. And do you like traveling and going to LA for projects?
Love traveling. I love going to LA. I've tried to convince my mom I want to live in LA, but we haven't had the opportunity to live there. But I definitely want to live there. I love how busy people are, just like in New York. In New York, people are so busy, and I think in LA, everyone's like so in their zones, and I love that. I want to live there.
So do you see yourself in the future not here in Miami anymore? You want to explore and like?
I see myself finishing my young life here in Miami. Young life, I mean like until high school, and that's it. And then I want to go to New York, NYU, study cinematography there, and then graduate, and then go to LA, and then just live my life there.
Do you see yourself directing or like always acting?
No, directing. I've always seen myself directing. That's why I want to do acting, because I feel like you learn from the directors, and then you like kind of take it all in, and then when you grow up and be the director, you can give the other young actors what you already learned when you were little.
Yeah, I think now too it's good to kind of be on both sides, and if you can't book a role, I guess you could write yourself one. Is that something you're interested in?
I've thought about it. Like every night when like you just can't sleep and you're just there, I always think about like what can I do, like what can I do besides acting, or what can I write, or what ideas can I do, something like that.
And what was like your very, very first? You had like those nerves too, I can imagine.
Yes. I don't remember that much. I was like, how old was I? Like 5 or something. I worked in a movie called Huracan. It's on HBO Max, and I was nervous, but I was also excited because it was like a little 5-year-old. Everybody treated me so good. I was just living the life right in front of cameras. So it was fun. It was also nerve-wracking. Anyone's nervous for that. But I feel like you turn the nerves into more like exciting nerves.
For me, when I started doing interviews and stuff, I was always like the baby with all the journalists.
Yeah, I saw pictures today. I was like, wait, I have to like see her like what she's done before. And I was like, oh my god, like that's when we kind of met, because we hadn't met before.
Yeah, I feel like mutually.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot, you know, Walker Soo Val?
Yes.
It's so interesting because I feel like I did acting classes with him and John Aquino, and
me
now
too.
they're like huge, and it's like wow, because people all the time like, oh, like Walker, I'm like, oh, I know him.
Yeah, me too. I talk about that with Mia, which is our friend that we have in common, and I'm like, it's crazy how we like did acting classes with these people, and little by little we're all growing together, and then we're
like
just,
we're all on our own paths. But everyone is kind of
we're all on our different paths, but we're connected. You know, we all started.
Inner circle moment. I was like,
yeah, it's crazy.
But it's so nice to see our friends thrive too, and also like building that community.
And we're still talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like if Walker's doing great, and I told him congratulations, and we still have like the connection. So I think that's great that we all remember where we come from.
Yeah, and I think that's important too, to build like a safe community of like we all know how each other. Because I feel like there's some people in the industry who, you know, but we're all kind of. Yeah. We're all friends, which is important.
And we all support each other. That's a big thing. Some people like get jealous. I'm like, no, like be happy for your friends that are succeeding, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this interview as much as we did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Check out some of our other Kids First reviewers and reporters on this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh.